Welcome to the 2014-2015 home opener of your hometown Georgetown Raiders. The Raiders are looking forward to an exciting season, and we hope that everyone can join us throughout the year on our journey to the Royal Bank Cup. At this time, I would like to introduce the referees for tonight's contest. Starting on defense, number 3, Aiden Salerno. On defense, number 19, Ben Cassell. On forward, number 8, Nick Matos. On forward, number 10, Nico Gonzalez. On forward, number 12, Colin Farrell. And in goal, number 31, Alex Connell. And now, families, the starting lineup for your Georgetown Raiders. Starting on defense, number 4, Gavin Johnson. Starting on right defense, number 9, Liam Clare. Starting on left wing, number 18, Richard Court. Starting on right wing, number 61, Blake Jones. Starting at center, number 25, Brandon Jacobs. And starting in goal, number 1, Mark Williams.
Good job. You guys are starting with 67-year-olds, huh? What's that? You guys are starting with 67-year-olds? I guess so. All up to the junior team, up to the pros. We'll see.
The Untitled Chapter Hockey League has requested that all of its 22 members clubs dedicate their 2014-2015 regular season opening weekend to the memory of Jamie Palm. On July 30th, tragedy struck the entire hockey community and hit particularly close to the home open. 50-year-old Jamie Palm passed away suddenly and tragically in an accident in her hometown of Newmarket, Ontario, and was taken from this world much too soon. Jamie's father, Rob Palm, is a longtime official with both the Ontario Hockey Association and the OJHL, while her mother, Jackie, is a long-serving official with Hockey Canada and the International Ice Hockey Federation. The Palm family is truly the epitome of a hockey family, and their loss is shaped by the entire hockey community. Please join the Georgetown Raiders organization in observing a moment of silence in the memory of Jimmy Palm and out of respect to her family and her friends. Set up in her name. At this time, I'd like to introduce or ask our both captains to center ice for tonight's ceremonial puck drop. Now, at this time, I would like to ask everyone to please stand, remove your hats, and help me in joining Megan Miller of Georgetown for the singing of tonight's American and Canadian national anthem.
Can I say how excited I am to start another season of the OJHL tonight, and it starts here tonight in Georgetown. Fantastic.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree with it more. These two teams are very familiar with each other. They play in the same division in the OJHL, and they played last year in the second round of the playoffs with the Raiders coming on top in 5 games, 4-1. Now we're going down for the face-off to kick off another season of the OJHL tonight on TV Kojiko. Puck. See how it goes. Sabres control the puck in their own zone. It's Casale up the boards. Finds open defender and it's up. It's turned over at center ice where it's picked up by Blake Jones. He swings it over to his fence partner Shantz. It's up to Jacome. It's tipped out of play and over the Sabres bench.
Out of the box. We mentioned it last time. 4 goals in the tournament, 4 for 11. Not those numbers in one. Let Mathos shoot 2 assists last night. The kids got it all through the last. First game of the season, actually second game for Buffalo. Relax, cool down. Don't make the mistakes you made last night. Forget about it. Time to improve.
Oh, and a great chance there for the Raiders off the rush as Aladdin brought it in. He swings it back to the point, but Eustace can't control it. It goes right back to the Georgetown goalie, Mark Williams, who is another newcomer on this team, but the Raiders have 11 returnees. Shot from the point and a big hit at the blue line. And here comes Aladdin up the boards, maybe a 2-on-1. He keeps, he shoots. The shot is blocked and put into the corner. It's picked up by the Sabres, swung around the boards, but it'll be intercepted by Anderson at the point. He throws it on goal, won't go through. It's picked up by Kielich at the point, and he'll bring it up out over the blue line, and he finds out space and will just dump it into the corner, and his team gives chase. Race for it behind the net. It is picked up by the Sabres behind the net. That's Tensa with it, but he turns it over, and back come Georgetown with it. It's dumped in by Alberja. Now it's over at the referee, he stops it. Raiders come with it. That's Court trying to find a man in front. Comes to the point to Dybowski. He shoots wide of the goal. Shot from the point, another one wide of the net. That was by Brown. Battle forward in the corner. Puck back at the point. A shot up high on the Sabres goalie. And there's a rebound. And a great chance for Georgetown. They just can't capitalize. Raiders controlling the play early on, but nothing getting going. Another turnover by the Sabres to Court. It's picked up by his player. Shot from the point by Brown. It's tipped into the netting by Buffalo goalie Alex Connell. But
Watch line changes. That goes along with the beginning of the season. Those mistakes can get made. Seem they've been paying attention to our producers here at Coach. They got to hit the net to trouble the first couple of days. After they got those have the battle out of the way.
once they do, you never know, the floodgates may open for the Raiders. But they just got to get one of those shots through. We'll see what happens. Face-off is to the right of Connell. Picked up by Hick, and he shoots. Oh, just slides wide of the crease. And it's picked up by Smunt of the Sabres. He'll bring it up and over. And there's a turnover down low. It's picked up by Williams. He swings into the defender, and the Raiders will try to get it up the ice. It's intercepted by Buffalo once again. Now picked up by the Raiders, and it's brought out to center by Kyle Allen, who's another returnee to this team from last year's playoff run. Allen with a big hit. It's picked up by Hicken behind the net. He swings away at it. The backhander and a nice save there. As Chacombe with a great chance, but he can't beat Connell. Sabres turn the puck over almost again. Luckily they get it out. And it's to the Raiders blue line. It's picked up by Liam Clare. He does get it to Allen. Almost a turnover there. That was a little sloppy there for Georgetown. And Ring will swing it around the boards, but another turnover to stop with the Raiders. Brought back to the point, but just out, and it's whistled on the offside. As +4 with his team shorthanded, so what can you do? We'll see if it's better tonight. The puck is out of play, and the face-off will come just outside. Yeah, Michael McNiven, last year's Raiders starters, moved on to the OHL with the Owen Sound attack. We wish him luck. We'll see what Williams can do for the Raiders. Oh, and a chance there, and he's brought down. He's going to have the first penalty game, and the Raiders are going to get it. It's going to be Eustace for hooking. Goals last night. Face-off is to the right of Williams in the Georgetown zone. Face-off one back to the point. It's Reining with it. He gets it over. It's Hensa. He gets it down low to his player. Still kept him by the Sabres, but then Haladin swings around, but it's stopped at the point by Casale. They'll get it down low to Berger. It's Berger with it. Fight for it in the corner. It's one with the Raiders. Haladin will pick it up behind his net and will flip it up and over and down the ice into the Sabres' end, where it'll be picked up by Ben Casale. Casale will slow the play down a little bit, let his teammates change and get drawn up for their next power play possession. But another turnover. Chacombe comes busting in and picks up the puck. Some good penalty killing work there by Brendan Chacombe, another returnee to this Raiders squad in 2014-15. But here comes Tim Clelich with it. It's back to Sally at the point. But Chacombe is just swarming around there, trying to sweep the puck away, but can't. Tenza with it for Sabres. He is being worked over hard by Dabowski. That goes right back to the Buffalo goal and be picked up by Reinig. Reinig with it. Gets it up over center and over the blue line, dumps it into the corner, where Brown will shoot it and drill it down the ice on a change. Close to me in there for Buffalo, but the player was going off. 40 seconds remaining on the Buffalo power play. Not much doing on this, and right there is an icing call on the Sabres. There's a look at David Perklin. He's a new Raider this year, hoping to make an impact with this squad. Faceoff will be taken by the captain, Steve Aladdin, who was number 2 in OJHL scoring last year. His faceoff is a little too deep and goes out. Picked up by Liam Clare. He's just going to kill some time off this power play. Only has 30 seconds remaining. I don't even think the Sabres have had a shot on it yet tonight, Ben. Aladdin will tip it down into the corner. He goes behind that. It's picked up by Perklin behind the net. But he can't hang on. Smunt will pick it up for the Sabres. Gets it over to Salerno. Salerno behind the Sabres net. Last call on this power play, 10 seconds remaining. Salerno coming up the ice. He'll just dump it into the corner. 5 seconds remaining. The Raiders just about to come out in the ice, and he does. There's a shot on goal. It's easily blocked away by Williams. Puck remains deep in the Georgetown zone. It's picked up by Matos. He gets it out front. The shot from the point just wide. It's not hung on by the Sabres. Good chance there as they throw a little life. Back up come the Raiders, but Richard Court turns the puck over. There's a pass. Too far for Matos, and it's icing against Buffalo. Coach Greg Waller's going to get a late line change in as he gets the last change. Cote will take the face-off for the Raiders, but it is won by Buffalo. Clear to the point, but not out. It's kept in. Cote can't handle the pass, and it goes behind the Buffalo goal right to Salerno. Salerno with it. He feeds it up for Nixick. He'll just dump it in, but then he turns it over. Here come the Raiders. Cote trying to bust in the pass out front. It's off ahead. Oh, what a chance there for the Raiders. A little bit of a weird play, but luckily no harm done for the Buffalo Junior Sabres. They'll get the puck in deep, and it will be blocked by Williams, and he'll keep it for his teammates as some of the Sabres go off in a line change. There comes Cote again. His puck is turned over, but it goes right back to Chance at the point. He throws towards the bench, and it gets out to the blue line of Buffalo. Picked up by Hirt. He'll dump it in past the blue line. Raiders get it again. It's Aladdin with it. He tries to find a man, but it's turned over. Sabres flip it up to center ice, where it'll be picked up by Liam Clare. He'll slow it down, get it back to his point man. And it's back to Clare. He takes the return feed. It's over to Anderson. He'll just dump it in. It's picked up by the Raiders. And there it is, Richard Court. He whacks at it, but right into the screen behind the Buffalo goal. And out of play. Change before the hand drops by the referee. To the left of Connell. It's back to the point to Brown. He shoots. Tries to get a tip in front. Can't do it. Moses comes up with it. Tries to find Smunt. He can't get it. Got to Alberga at the point. Raiders trying to bust in. Alberga will tip it down, but it's turned over to the Sabres, and it's Reining with it. He gets it up deep. Puck is turned over at the point. Chance for the Sabres here. It's back to the point to Reining. He shoots. Blocked away by Williams with an easy save. And the Raiders will get it up and out of their own zone, and it's back into Buffalo territory where Casale will pick it up. Swing behind his own net. He feeds it over to Smunt. Stop the blue line. And it's turned over again with the Raiders, and it was shot into their own zone. But icing is going to be called against Buffalo, and it's going to be brought right back into the save. You see Greg Walters over there giving some tips to his team to try to get the net. They've been close, but haven't been able to beat Connell yet tonight. It's Cote with it in the corner for Georgetown. He's battling hard with Casale of Buffalo, but Cote comes up with it. Feeds it out front to Aladdin. What a move. Aladdin with it. Feeds it out to Perklin. Oh, his shot just goes past Connell into the netting. It looks like Perklin might be a nice compliment to Aladdin on the line this year. We'll see if that keeps up for the season. Yeah. There's Salerno now with it for Buffalo. He feeds it up to number 12 of Buffalo, who is Colin Farrell. No, not the actor. It's a hockey player, don't worry. Yeah, the other Colin Farrell's probably a tip this weekend. Sabres battling hard in the Raiders zone 4. We got 2 Raiders, 2 Sabres on it. Raiders will come up with a loose puck. They'll try to get it up and out. It's Eustace with it for the Raiders behind the net. He's going to kill some time and set up a play. It's over to Anderson. He gets it up to Jones. Jones tries to tip it into Court, and they'll bring it in offside against the Raiders. Friday evening, where they play the same team Buffalo played last night, the Lindsay Muskies. So these teams will be familiar with Lindsay early in the season. Face-off is won by the Raiders. It's picked up by Liam Clare. Gets it back to Chance at the point. He'll just feed it up through the net right on goal, so no icing on the play. And Alex Connell will get it behind the net to DeFranco. Franco with it, he gets it to Berger. His puck is turned over. There's Perklin, he feeds Aladdin. Aladdin just can't slide it backhander by. Perklin trying to get that loose puck. Puck comes to the point to Chance. His shot is blocked. Aladdin is Johnny on the spot in the slot. Feeds it back to Chance point. He shoots. A blocker save by Connell. Puck goes to Cote. Back to Chance point. He shoots a little high and wide of the net. Clare keeps it in at the point again as the Raiders with some pressure now. Clare fights his way through 2 Sabres and gets it into the slot, but it's turned over. Cote stops it for the time being, but the Sabres do finally get it out. It's Berger with it, and he flips it up and over and out of play. The faceoff will come just in front of the Buffalo for sure. But luckily, it's early in the season where one goal might not hurt a team. Late in the season, it may. So back to live action now. The Sabres will get the puck. It's Baskerville with it for Buffalo. He gets it up, but it's turned over to Allen. And he turns it in and puts it into the Buffalo end. It's picked up by Sally. He swings it over to Reining. Reining with it. Gets it up to Baskerville, and Buffalo with something going here. Comes Nick Smith. Gets it on goal, but his shot is blocked a bit. And it's picked up by Dabowski of the Raiders, and he got a head of steam. A feed over to Court. He's drilled into the boards by Smith, and Buffalo gets the loose puck. Where it's back to Reining with it. Moses will tip it in and go off on a line change for the Sabres. Williams, the Georgetown goalie, gets it up to his player Brown. Brown with a turnover. Smith picks his pocket. Smith will turn it in down to Nixick. Nixick trying to fight hard in the end boards with it for the Sabres. He gets it back to the point. Shot on goal, but it's turned aside by Williams as Buffalo gets a chance there. Another battle for it in the corner. Another pocket picked. And the Sabres out front. Oh, and a chance there for Nick Smith. He just slides it wide of the crease. Battle in the corner again. The Sabres working off the Raiders here. Raiders trying to get it open. Sabres applying some deep pressure now. And finally, it comes up and over to center ice as the Raiders dodge a bullet there. Puck goes in behind the goal. It's picked up by Williams. Gets it over to Dybowski. Back on the Raiders, picked up the blue line. Comes up Berger with a nice shot, turned aside by Connell. And he gets it up to his player. Comes Nixick with it. He's drilled hard into the boards. Howdy do. Come the Raiders with it. Again, it's Andrew Court with it. Court trying to fight off the defender, Nixick. He gets it down low, but he'll turn the puck over his defender. Gonzalez is trying in a foot race with Eustace, but Eustace is great, and he wins the race. And he'll get it back to the point for Anderson. Connor Anderson with it. He'll just kill some time behind the play. 8:27 remaining in the first period. Still no score on the OJHL tonight on TV Cogeco. Kirkland gets the puck, tries to find Haladin. He can't handle the hot pass, and back come the Sabres with it. Is Tenza with it. Oh, and he avoids a check at the line. That could have been nasty. Back come the Raiders, but it's offside, and looks like yes, he's looking very well. He's keeping everything at bay for the Raiders. We'll see if that continues. Raiders win another face-off, and Liam Clare has it just behind the blue line of the Raiders. He gets it over to Gavin Shantz. Feeds it up to Kirkland. He gets it down deep for Cote. Cote behind that, out front to Aladdin. He shoots! Oh, and a save there by Connell. A great chance there for the captain of the Raiders. Down low to Cote. He shoots, trying to find some space. He fights it off, but Connell again with a great save. Earning his keep just after we talked about him. Back come the Buffalo Sabres. It's Kenny Tenza with it. He tries to fight off the defender, can't do it, and back come the Raiders. It's the captain Aladdin, but he goes in too deep, and it's a delayed offside. They'll just flip it off, and they'll go in a wholesale line change. Buffalo trying to take advantage with the pass, but can't do it as Berger can't hang on. Dybowski picks it up for Georgetown. Gets it over to Jordan Brown. It's up to Court. It's back to Dybowski. He gets it in deep, around the net. Richard Court in for it. Jacome also. Back to Brown to point. He shot. It's tipped by Sabres on goal, but nothing doing. Here come the Sabres. Oh, and Kielich can't handle the breakaway pass, and it's icing again. Yeah, and just then Haladin had a great chance almost to score, but Connell shutting the door once again. He's the story of the game so far. Perkland picks up in the slot, fights off the checks defender. Oh, almost out to Haladin. He can't handle it. Back to Dybowski at the point. He gets it down to Perkland. They can't hang on. The Sabres get it to the point, and that's all. Brown keeps it in. He'll turn the puck over, and back comes Buffalo. Chris Moses with it. He shoots it on goal, easily turned aside by Williams. Moses again gets it, but it's turned over to Brown, and over to Steve Haladin. Gets it off the glass. Pass the defender. The Raiders trying to get it, can't do it, and they'll go off in a change. It's blocked by Haladin. Raiders keep it in at the blue line, just for momentarily. Really is near the bench there as that happened, but it did. And Buffalo with their second power play opportunity of the night, and they're 0 for 1 so far. Let's see if they can cash in on this one. We'll take it. It's Justin Smunt with it for the Sabres behind his head. He'll bring it out to the blue line, and he'll just dump it in. Williams will stop the puck and will play it for Shantz. And Shantz will just drill it down the end into the Buffalo net, where Connell will tip it to the corner, and the Sabres will set up a play on this power play that has 1:25 remaining. Georgetown had too many men on the ice. Oh my goodness, Salerno just drilled Dybowski down. Wow, what a hit. Sabres on the power play. It's behind the net. So front shoots, and a save there by Williams. It's best of the night, I think, on Nixick. But Nixick will keep it in. Then it comes out. It's Steve Aladdin. He can do everything. Penalty kill. He shoots. Oh, just wide of the net. Connell was looking at his glove thinking he had it, but it didn't. But luckily it was wide of the goal. Good. I might see a little smoke coming out of there right now. We'll see. And Connell didn't handle the clear in there, but luckily no Raiders were there, harm done. So another setup for Buffalo with only 40 seconds remaining on their second power play of the night. Let's see what happens. It's Nick Sick with it for Buffalo. He turns the puck over. Here comes Eustace, but he loses his handle and will turn it over. Back come the Sabres with 30 seconds remaining on the power play. Yeah, if it was a Buffalo player, a big break for the Sabres there as it ever got called. But only 20 seconds remaining on their power play. One last chance now. It's Kielich in for the Sabres. Gets it over to Ryan at the point. He shoots right into the glove of Mark Williams, and he'll stop play with 10 seconds remaining on the power play. He has one last chance, only 10 seconds remaining on this power play. Face-off is won by the Sabres. Back to running at the point. He'll get it over to Uzmeka Sally. He shoots, and that might have hit the post. Great chance there, and the power play is over, but Casale gets it in for the Sabres. Down to Tenza. Trying to find a man at the point, but they'll just get it deep. He picked up there by Berger. That's turned over, and back come the Raiders. Anderson with it, he'll just dump it deep. Cote gives chase. Francois Cote gives chase for the Raiders, but he's battling two Sabres down there. Tenza is with it now for Buffalo. He's in a battle with Blake Jones. Turned over to Alberga. He shoots wide of the net and high again. Puck is kept in at the point. Raiders again. There's Jones within a flutter, but it goes wide of the goal. Picked up by Andrew Court. Back to Liam Clare at the point. Avoids this defender. He moves in off the point. Does a ski behind that. He gets it out front. Out to Andrew Court point. He shoots. Stopped by Connell. Picked up by Jones. He has lots of time, but it's behind the net. Sabres will get it out into their blue line. It's picked up by Clare, and the Sabres go off at a line change. It's Jones with it again, over to Alberga, and it's stopped by Alex Connell. Let's throw it down ringside now to Prash. Prash back to live action with 2:42 remaining in the first period. Face off to the left of Alex Connell, who's keeping the Raiders at bay tonight. Some great saves. As he's a lot of flurries so far tonight for Georgetown. There's Eustace with the shot at the point. Oh, just wide of the net. It's picked up by Farrell. Gonzalez looking for the home run pass. Can't do it. He's tripped up at the line. Farrell brings it in, drops it back for Gonzalez. He gets it down deep for Moses, who tries to find Farrell. Can't do it, and the Raiders will pick it up. And it's, oh, Eustace gets a hard hit there from Gonzalez, but Perklin will bring it in. He avoids a check with an assault. He shoots, oh, and it's just tipped wide of the net. Eustace with it.
The snake on the ice there. They might have had one.
And Perklin now picks it up for the Raiders. We're under 2 minutes remaining in the first period. There's Perklin. He comes out with it. Oh, it just goes off his stick. He could have had a good chance there at a backhand goal. Back come the Sabres. It's a race for it, Matos, but it's picked up by Jordan Brown. And as Eustace with it again, he turns the puck over. Sabres are threatening deep late, and the puck will go up into the netting behind the Georgetown. Well, on the OJHL tonight is just our first game of the season with many more to come. Sabres with a great chance there, can't do it. It's picked up by Liam Clare of the Raiders. Battle for it behind the Raiders' goal. It's won by Clare. He gets it up for Chance, and he'll bring it up to center and get it in deep to the Buffalo zone. It's Dickinson with it for the Raiders. Oh, he throws it up front, a good chance. Dickinson throws it again, but Connell sweeps it away. It's Dickinson again in the slot. He shoots right into the chest of Alex Connell, and he shuts the door for Buffalo again. More playing time in the later stages of this game. So here we go to face off deep in the Buffalo zone with just over a minute remaining in the first. Chance with it. Pass to Clare. His shot is off the back of the net into the boards, but it can't be hung on by the Raiders. It's Smith with it for Buffalo. Looking for Baskerville. He can't hang on to the pass. And it's going to be offside against Buffalo. They can get a late goal. But I think both teams are just happy to get out of this period unscathed with a 0-0. But we'll see what happens. Exactly. Liam Clare with the puck for the Raiders. He feeds Jacome. He's in on a break. Jacome, he's in. He shoots. Oh, he just flips it over the net. A golden chance for Brendan Jacome, but he can't score. Back come the Sabres. Smith dumps it in deep. It'll be held there by Mark Williams. He gets it to Clare. Up to Richard Court, and here come the Raiders. 30 seconds remaining in the first. Can they get something? It's Jones with it, Blake Jones. Oh, from the clear, it's off his skated into the side of the boards. And there's Aladdin with a turnover. Gets it out to the slide. There's a shot by Cote. He shoots. Connell doesn't know where it is, but it's inside his pads. Again, save it.
Right around the tee, all four of them staying flat-footed in their line. Gets the jump on the goaltender. Rolling just pushes over the crossbar. Close to scoring for the year.
And that's going to, as the seconds tick down in the first period, that's going to do it. Time runs out in the opening period. And we are scoreless between the Raiders and Sabres, but the Raiders with 2 or 3 golden chances in that last minute of the first period. So we're back, second period just underway at the Moldmaster Sportsplex in Georgetown. As the OJHL Tonight on TV Coach Co opens another season. You have a chance to pick up the loose puck for the Raiders, dump it off the glass and get it up deep. But it looks like it's going to be icing. No, it's just waved off the last minute. And Connell turns the puck over to Richard Court, throws it on goal, it's behind the net. It was going to be close, but yeah, I agree. If he would have let it go, it would have been icing. Celine Clare will pick it up now for Georgetown. As he got the top defensive pairing out now for the Raiders, Clare and Chance. And Clare will go for a skate. Gets it from coast to coast, but he can't get it by Salerno. Still has it though. He does pick it up again. And a big hit there by Richard Court, and I think he's going to get a penalty for that. Yeah, so an early power play in the second period for the Sabres. Let's see if they can finally get on the board. Not a good start as Aladdin tried to jump over Casale. He's lucky there, didn't get a bit of a penalty as he got his hands up high, but no penalty, and the Sabres will continue on this power play as Casale has it for Buffalo. Gets it out to Berger. He has some space. Comes down the wing. He shoots. Turned aside by Williams. And Aladdin will come up with it for Georgetown and throw it right on goal, where it's swept aside by Connell. Buffalo, so the Raiders will head to face up in Buffalo territory as they're trying to kill off their third penalty of the night. Face-off though was won by the Sabres with 1:20 left in the power play. It is Tenza with it. Kenny Tenza will bring it out for Buffalo. He gets it up to Chris Berger. Feeds it over to Kielich. Kielich coming in over the wing, busts behind the net. Still with the puck. He sweeps it back to the point. To Rain over to Casale. Back to Raining. He takes the return, he shoots. It's off Perkland and into the screen, and it will stay this year. For sure. Puck is turned into the point. Back to the point for the Sabres. But the Raiders will come up with it once again, so nothing doing much for the Sabres on this power play as we got 40 seconds remaining. But it's exactly. It's Sosi with it for the Raiders, and he'll swing it up and out into the Buffalo end. It's Connell with it now. He'll get it over to Smunt. He'll feed Salerno with it. 22 seconds remaining on the Buffalo power play, and not much doing here. And it's turned over once again as Anderson will shoot it up the boards. Almost another too many men call there on Georgetown, but just got off in time. Last call for Buffalo in his power play, but their defender slips behind the net, and I think that'll do it for this. So the 0 for 3 tonight on the man advantage Buffalo. So something's got to change there. John will have to give his team a good talking to on that one. Here's some great chance there for the Raiders. Jacome was trying to feed Court over in the slot, just can't do it. So the Raiders seem to have woken up after that penalty. They're keeping the puck deep in the Buffalo end. Perkland with a bit of a bump there behind the net on the Sabre defender. But the Sabres will bring it out. But it's intercepted by Shantz, and it's intercepted right back to Buffalo's. Nixick will dump it in deep. It'll be handled by Mark Williams with 16:28 remaining in the second period as you're watching the OJHL tonight on TV Cogeco. Alan Corkum along with Ben Scott and our host Prash down in the trenches of the Moldmaster Sportsplex tonight. It's Alberga with it. He takes a hard bump behind the Buffalo goal. The Raiders will take possession of the puck. It's Andrew Core with it. But then he turns it over, but luckily his defender's there. Oh, and a great chance there for Alberga. Clare will get it back to the point to Shantz. He can't hang on. We have a break here for Buffalo. It's Gonzalez coming in. He busts down. He's brought down, and the penalty coming. Will it be a penalty shot? I don't think so. I don't think there's a clear-cut break.
You're not going to be too upset about that.
That was a good call by the referee. We're just seeing if he got the puck first to the feet, but he did get the feet. So great look there from our camera crew. And here comes Haladin with it as he tries to get a goal shorthanded. He's busting in, finds a little bit of space, but just can't get it by the Buffalo defenders. Back up. Yeah. But here comes Buffalo with Smith with it. He's bumped off the puck, and it'll be shot down the ice by Cote right on goal to Connell, and he'll slow things down for Gasale as they try to set up a play on this fourth power play chance of the evening. It's Gasale with it for Buffalo. He gets it up for Tenza. He turns the puck over and shot in by Dabowski right onto Connell again for Buffalo. Jacome is just trying to swarm the Buffalo defenders, get that puck. But the Sabres will get it out, and here they come. It's Baskerville with it. Baskerville or Buffalo. He throws it on goal, wide of the net. Puck comes to the point, kicked in by Gasale. He dumps it in deep. It's Anderson with it, flipping it up and out for the Georgetown Raiders with 1 minute remaining on the Buffalo power play. And there's Tenza with it at the point. He finds a man. Oh, Berger can't hang on to the golden pass by Tenza. There's a chance wasted for Buffalo. Puck. There was a shot there for the point, but it's can't handled, and it's shot down the ice by Perklin. And Buffalo will have to regroup once again on this power play. That's one thing that looks like that might need some work early in the season, Ben, is the Buffalo power play. Here comes Clare for Georgia. He tries to find Haladin, just can't hang on to the pass from Clare. What a great setup there from veteran to veteran. Behind the net, it's Kenny Tenza coming out with it for the Buffalo Junior Sabres with 25 seconds remaining on the power play. But they bust in offside as Berger for the Georgetown Raiders. Yep, he came over from the Raiders after being an assistant with the Sarnia Sting of the OHL for a couple of seasons. So 15 seconds remaining on the Buffalo power play. One last chance maybe to get a goal, which will be the opening one of this game. So 6 minutes into the second period, it's going to be offside again on Buffalo, but it's delayed. And that'll do it for another Buffalo power play. 0 for 4 tonight. And icing is waved off there. Looked like it was going to be called, but must have been a tip by a Buffalo player. But the Sabres will come out with it. Helich with it. He gets it up the boards. Sabres trying to bust in. Berger with a bit of a cross check. No call. Raiders get it inside the Buffalo zone as Jones will give chase. But it's picked up by Buffalo. Salerno gets it to the blue line, but not out. It's kept in by Eustace for the moment. Now the Sabres will get it. It's Gonzalez with it, trying to find Farrell. He takes a big bump on Brown. Nice hit there by Colin Farrell. And he'll bust it again, but it's delayed offside on Buffalo. So that'll give the time for them to get a line change and the Raiders to regroup. That's Brendan Jacome with it. He's been a great penalty killer so far tonight on the 4 chances for Buffalo. Trying to get on the board. Jacome trying to find him. He's bumped hard into the boards. By the Sabre player, Dan DeFranco, still working hard in there. DeFranco was working hard over Jacome. Won't let any space out. Back. It'd be nice if he was rewarded with a goal. We'll see that happens. Here come the Raiders again. It's Jones with it, but he can't hang on, and we might. Yes, it's the first penalty of the night for the Buffalo Junior Sabres. And it's got to be a slashing call. So the Raiders finally get a power play up in this game. 12:41 remaining in the second period on the OJHL tonight on TV Cogeco. Puck comes back to the point where Shantz will take the pass from Clare. Liam Clare with it. Gets it back to Gavin Shantz. Over to the captain Haladin. Down low to Cote. Out front to Clare. He scores! Liam Clare with a power play goal, and Georgetown is on the board. It's 1-0. Cote, one of them there with a great nifty feed. Liam Clare pitching in from the point with a power play goal, the first goal of the season for the Georgetown Raiders. It's a big one on the power play, and they're up 1-0, 7 minutes and 36 seconds into the second period. Buffalo trying to answer that quickly. Big traffic in front of the Georgetown goal. Puck comes back to the point, it's shot. Oh, and a golden chance there, just can't do it. Baskerville will get it back to Nick Sick. It's back to the point. Yeah. Well, he might have another one here as Nick Sick will get the loose puck. He throws it on goal. If that would have bounced off, that would have been 1-1. Luckily for Georgetown it didn't, but the Sabres keep the pressure on and keep the puck in the Georgetown zone. It's Smith with it. He's knocked off the puck by Dickinson. Anderson reclaims possession for Georgetown. It's tipped up by Alberga, but he turns it over. Nick Sick will get it down deep for Buffalo. With Berger giving chase, that is Smunt giving chase. He gets it over to Smith, but he can't get it back. Eustace, he gets it up to Andrew Court, and back come the Raiders with it. But Court will turn it over. Here comes Buffalo, it's Nick Sick with it, trying to get past Eustace. He throws it out in front. No tip there. It's Salerno with it. Gets it down behind the Georgetown goal to Nick Sick. Nick Sick with it. Out front, almost to Smith, who was wide open, can't do it, but Smith is giving chase. Buffalo with great pressure after giving up the opening goal. Salerno will circle it behind the net for Nick Sick. It's back to Smunt with it. Smunt tries to find a man, can't do it. Raiders will finally get out the zone. Here comes Jacome with it. He is knocked down by Salerno, and another penalty coming to Buffalo. So it was 4 straight penalties for Georgetown. Now it's 2 straight penalties for Buffalo. I don't know if it's going to be streaky like this all night. We'll see for the penalty calls. We'll see. Shantz will get the feed over to the goal scorer, Clare. Whiffs on the pass, regains possession. Down low to Perkland. He finds Haladin out in the slot. Haladin shoots just wide of the goal. Puck comes back to the point to Clare. He gets it over to Shantz. Back to Liam Clare. Back to Gavin Shantz. Over to Captain Haladin. Down low to Cote. He can't get it out front, but it'll bounce out the boards to Shantz. Shantz with the shot, fakes it, gives it over to Haladin. He walks in, shoots off the mask of the goalie, Connell, and it's down the ice. Connell using his head there. And Haladin with the feed, but he is offside play. So as you see the stats, 83 points last season. That was second best in the OJHL. It's pretty good. So back to the power play, 1 minute remaining for Georgetown. It's Brendan Jacome coming up with it for Georgetown with a burst of speed. Tries it, he does get by the Buffalo defender, circles behind the net. Gets it out front to Richard Court. It's back to Jordan Brown, and he can't keep it in, and the puck will have to come back to center, and his Raiders will regroup. Brown with it, gets it to Richard Court, but he turns it over. Scramble for it, and Court will bring it in over the line. It's back to Brendan Jacome. He'll keep it in, yes he does, to Richard Court. Back to Jacome. Nope. Zakowski with it. What a nice feed over there, he shoots. Court, he scores! Off Blake Jones' skating into his stick, and he scores another power play marker for Georgetown. 2-0 Raiders. And Jones was left wide open in the slot, and he had no problem to just touch it and put it by Alex Connell. 2-0 Raiders. Just over 9 minutes remaining in the second period. And again, as we said, that's 6 power play goals allowed by Buffalo in 2 games this season. They definitely have to work on that if they're going to go anywhere this season. Like no pressure there at all from Buffalo in that power play. We'll see what happens the rest of the way. Sabres will try to get something going here, but another turnover in their own zone. Perkland throws it in front. There's a chance there, and a great chance there by Cote. He stopped, and he has a little how-do-you-do to Baskerville, and it's going to be another penalty. I think it's against the Sabres. We'll have to see what the official call is. Buffalo. I think if the coach would change the referee's mind the way they talk, I think it would happen a lot more in hockey, but we'll see. So Buffalo with their 5th power play opportunity of the night. Let's see if they can finally capitalize. Aladdin almost broke free again. Just can't do it, but they do get it deep. It's Tenza with it. The Sabres, he's fought out the puck, and Aladdin will pick up the loose biscuit, but then he turns it over to Tenza. Back come the Sabres, and Smith with it. Smith busts in, he throws it out front. Nobody there to touch it. Salerno with it. Gets it low to Tenza. Tenza shoots, it's blocked by Clare, and he'll throw it down the ice and into the Buffalo end. 7:50 remaining in the second period. The Raiders up 2-0 on 2 power play goals. And now they're trying to kill one off. Brendan Jacome just can't get the puck past Salerno, and it's brought back in by Buffalo. It's Tenza with it. Drops it back for Smith. Back to Smunt, but he turns it over, and look at Jacome put on the wheels. Brendan Jacome races and shoots, but it's wide of the net. So it's hard to say who got the power play in this, because like Georgetown has had the better chances so far. But we'll see. Buffalo has 50 seconds remaining on this power play opportunity that has not generated very much for them. Got 2 chances for the Raiders. Here. And here comes Aladdin. He breaks his shorthand, shoots and scores! He slides a backhander through the 5-hole. Captain Steve Aladdin, 3-0 Georgetown shorthanded. Is definitely something Greg Older must have worked on in training camp, because it's paying off big tonight. 2 power play goals, 1 shorthanded goal. Oh, look at this! Oh, my save! Wow. Raiders got lucky there as they almost broke the shutout, but Jacome saving the day for Georgetown there, saving his goalie's bacon. 7 seconds remaining on the power play. It's Keelich with it for Buffalo. One last chance, maybe. Back to Raining, the point. Raining shoots, tipped away by Williams, and the power play is over. Another one squandered by the Sabres. There's a big bump there. Jacome just got leveled in the board. There's another big hit there as Eustace knocks down his man. Yeah. Here comes Hicken with it for Georgetown. He gives it over to Allen. Out to the Raiders. There's Hicken. Oh, and another chance there for a newcomer as Wyatt Hicken almost gets on the board for Georgetown. And now, after that, the Raiders are going to go back to the power play as a team in a game like this. So power play for the Raiders. Face-off is partially won by the Raiders, and now it's controlled by them. It's Anderson with it at the point. It's down low. It's back to Anderson. He fires, shoots right into the pads of Connell, and he'll hang on for the face-off. Jobs he can. If it wasn't for Connell's play, this game could be a lot worse than 3-0. Dickinson with it, trying to feed Hicken with it, but it's drilled down the boards by Buffalo and into the Georgetown zone. He picked up by Mark Williams. He's had to make a couple of decent saves here tonight, but he hasn't been worked very much. For sure. Turnover there by the Raiders, and Buffalo will drill it down into the Georgetown zone once again, trying to get a little pressure shorthanded. The battle for it behind the net. Eustace will pick it up and give it to Cote. Francois Cote will come up with it for Georgetown. They'll feed Anderson. Anderson with some space, but he just loses possession of the puck, and it's picked up by Buffalo. And it's kept in at the point by Anderson. Still in his skates, but finally it is kicked out to center by the Sabres. 40 seconds remaining in the Georgetown power play. It's Perklin with it for the Raiders. Trying to find an open man. Can't do it, so he'll regroup. Oh, and he takes a bit of a bump there from Salerno. And the puck is knocked off. 24 seconds remaining on the power play. Puck comes back to the point. It's catch by Shantz. They'll get it over to Liam Clare. It's back to Shantz. Over to Steve Aladdin. He walks in. He shoots. Blocker save. He'll regain possession. Then he turns it over. Kept in, though, by Shantz. But he can't hang on. 3 seconds remaining. One last chance. Cote shoots wide of the goal, and the power play is over. And watch out, Keelich is in behind the defense, but the player didn't see him. But Nixick will drop it back for Keelich. He shoots. It's blocked by Clare. Out of safety. And there's another great block. There's Cote who blocks the point shot from DeFranco and it goes right back into the Buffalo zone. And we'll see the Raiders have another chance here. It's Clare with it. It's back to Brown. It's up the center. It's turned over to Keelich. He comes in. He walks around the defender. Here comes Keelich with some daylight. Still with the puck. He finds a man in the slot, Gonzalez. He gets the puck turned over. Shot at the point is blocked. It's off the glass in front of our broadcast location. And it's picked up by Jacome. Here comes Jacome with it. He gets it deep into the zone. It's a battle for it. He gets it out front. It's Jones with it for the Raiders. It's Jones still has it. He gets it down to Jacome. He'll get it out front. It's like to Brown with it. Brown dancing around, but he loses possession of the puck. Then he gets it back at the last minute. Another Raider untouched. It's Richard Court in front. Down low to Jones. Oh, and he almost had his second of the night, but it's blockered away. Whistle goes. All right, thank you. And off that, the Raiders almost scored once again. Puck just slid through the crease. And here it comes, Dickinson with it. He shoots, save, the rebound. Another great chance for Georgetown. Puck comes back to the point to Anderson. He'll keep it in for the time being. And yes, it's in. Dickinson with it. It's down deep to Andrew Court. It's down there to Alberga. 1:45 remaining in the second period. Battle for it in the slot. The Sabres will finally get it out to center. And it's dumped deep into the Georgetown's goal where it goes right to Mark Williams. It's Alberga with it. Turns it over the point. The shot wide of the net. Andrew Court trying to get it, but Salerno will keep it in. It's back to Williams. He swings it around for Alberga, and here he comes with Andrew Court. Alberga busting over the line. Puts on the brakes, spins around, gets it down to Andrew Court. It's back to Alberga, back to Court. Clare, down low to Aladdin, he shoots. Swiped away. Shot comes back to the point for Shantz. It's over to Liam Clare. It's down to Aladdin. Back to Clare, 1 minute remaining in the second period. It's Clare with it. Dancing along that line. It's down to Shantz. Shantz will turn the puck over. And trying, and it will come out to center ice. So 40 seconds left in the second period. Clare dumps it back for Shantz. Up to Aladdin, he'll tip it in over the line. And it'll go down deep for Salerno behind the Buffalo goal. 30 seconds remaining in this second period. It's been a good one for the hometown Georgetown Raiders. It's up to Berger, he turns the puck over. It's there to Perklin, gets it down to Cote. It's picked up by Perklin, trying to get it for Aladdin. Does get it back for the time being, but not enough. 15 seconds remaining, maybe one last chance for the Sabres. It's Smith. His pass slides right through the crease. It's picked up by Cote. Gets it up to Aladdin. 5 seconds. Here comes Aladdin down the wing. He shoots over the head of the goaltender. And that will do it for the second period of play. Oh, Georgetown as they're up 3-0 after 40 minutes on the Buffalo Junior Sabres.